Happy Easter, and I think you're going to want to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications. Hit that bell so you'll get future videos, because look at what I made for Easter dinner. This carrot cake, this is like one of my favorite recipes of all time, but I always really was worried about making it because it was so much work. But I've got it down today where all it needed was, I made half. It's plenty, right? And this was 1.5 fresh carrots, and I used the box grater instead of the food processor. So be sure, if your box grater is really old, that you get a nice sharp one. It's worth it. So I grated the carrots, and then the other thing I did to get ready ahead of time is I softened the cream cheese and the butter on the counter so that would be ready to go. And it has coconut, but don't use that coconut that's all sweetened in the packages. I go to the, look for the more health food kind of store coconut that's drier. I have that in there, as well as canned pineapple and walnuts. Does this sounding good? So threw that together, put it in the pan, and then to make it easier, the frosting you would normally use a hand mixer. But I said, no, I don't even want to get that out. So what I did, everything was softened and ready to go. I used a whisk to whisk the frosting, and it worked out great. Look at this frosting. It has cream cheese, butter, powdered sugar. But another thing on the sugar is I reduced the sugar in both the cake and the frosting, because as you know, all of these desserts have way too much sugar and far more than necessary. And let me give you a tip on restaurant desserts. No matter what price point of restaurant, I always ask if I mostly would prefer to make my desserts at home, but if we're going to order dessert at a restaurant, I'm going to ask them, do you make your desserts in-house? Because most of the time the answer is no. That's a lot of work for any restaurant. So they order the dessert in, which could be frozen. I'm not going to pay for that. So try this out. No, I'm not going to have a second piece, although I want to. And this is Get Real in the Kitchen with Deanna Olson. The recipe is below for you, super well written. And this is just one take from Denver on Easter, and I will see you next time.